Who gets to decide when something is racist? Well, here's a hint. It's not the racist.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Hold on to your family. Lay low.
We've all seen the videos of someone saying something racist, another person calls them out on it, and then the first person gets bent out of shape and says, "That's not what I meant. You're twisting my words," or "That wasn't racist." Of course, what else are they going to say? But here's the thing. Racists don't get to decide what is racist. Can you imagine if they did? Well, actually, we can, since whites created the construct of race, and for everyone who isn't white, it hasn't gone well ever since. Most people don't mean to say racist stuff because they don't know that it's racist to begin with. But that doesn't mean it's not. If a bunch of guys get together and start saying sexist stuff and none of the guys thinks it's sexist, does that mean it's not? Well, of course not. That's absurd. Well, the same is true for racism. Just because you don't think it's offensive doesn't mean it's not offensive. Typically, we don't think about how someone else might feel about something that doesn't impact us. When I travel to other countries or even someone's house, I don't just assume that my way is the only way. If I'm not certain, I ask if something is okay. I understand, for example, that there are certain cultures that don't eat pork. I'm not going to bring over a pork roast for dinner because I know that that could be offensive. And no, that's not taking away my rights because, quite frankly, it's my responsibility to be kind to others and not be a jerk. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Those who respect me know not to bring alcohol over to my house because we don't drink alcohol. If you knew someone had a peanut allergy, you would never think to offer them peanuts because one, it's deadly, and two, it's callous of you. I'm of the opinion that most people don't mean to be offensive, and so we have two options. Get mad at them or have a conversation and explain why it was offensive. I have a dear friend of mine who's African American. He called me one night to explain how a guy who has been working on his car came over wearing a Confederate hat and the phrase, "It's about pride" on it. He asked what he should do. He said, the guy has always been decent. I've never noticed anything racist about him, and then he wears the hat. I mean, he's got to know, right? I told him that in reality, he probably doesn't know that it's offensive because he's only seeing it through his lens. Tell him you think he's a good person and have appreciated his work, and then say, "I have to be honest with you, I'm not comfortable with your hat, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't wear it around me." He's going to do one of two things. He's either going to get defensive, at which point you can say, "Hey, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I can't do business with you anymore." Or he's going to fall over himself apologizing. Now, little did I know the guy was actually in the garage, and so my friend walked out and confronted him on it. Of course, the guy fell over himself apologizing. He said he would never wear it again. People don't know what they don't know. We can't assume that they do, no matter how much we know. If you say something that someone thinks is racist, then listen. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, and we should use them proportionally. You don't get to hit someone and decide if it hurts, just like you don't get to say something racist and decide if it's racist. This has been Locked In with Loki.